Hello, everyone. We've had a few people reach out to us with questions about Medicare for immigrants. Medicare is something both green card holders and naturalized citizens are eligible for with certain restrictions. We thought we would answer some of these questions in this video. I'm Raluca Hanea. I provide immigration, estate planning, and family law services to my clients with an office in Lawrenceville, Georgia. My marketing and office manager, Nina Clear, is here with me. Thank you for all your likes, shares, comments, as they help others to see our videos.
Will you explain what Medicare is?
Sure. It is medical coverage for people of a certain age or with certain medical conditions in the United States.
And there are different parts to it, right?
Yes. There are parts A, B, C, and D.
And can you tell us what each of those are?
Yes. Part A is hospital insurance, so covers hospital stay. Also long-term care in a nursing home, as well as home health care. And Part B is medical insurance that covers things like doctor visits. Part C is called Medicare Advantage, and it is an alternative to Parts A and B. Rather than being provided by the government, it is provided by private insurance companies, and you must pay for this coverage. And Part D is for prescription drug coverage.
And is Medicare free? Because I know you said Part C you have to pay for.
No. Some of the cost, Part A, may be covered because you worked and paid taxes towards it, but Parts B and D both must be paid for.
And for most people, you can get coverage when you're 65, right?
That's right. There are some people who have certain diseases or disabilities, and they qualify for coverage before age 65.
Sometimes we have people who call and they're over 65 and they've never enrolled in Medicare. So maybe they lived outside the country when they were 65, but now they're in the United States and they want to go to a doctor and they want to enroll in Medicare. Can they?
It depends. First, they need to determine if they qualify for Medicare.
So just because you're 65 or older doesn't mean you qualify?
It can.
And what do you mean by that?
Typically, new immigrants cannot get Medicare.
Okay, so what makes them eligible?
They have to have worked in the U.S. for 10 years or at least 40 quarters. If they are eligible for Social Security, they will be eligible for Medicare.
So a green card holder can only get Medicare if they've worked in the United States?
Well, if they haven't worked and they still want it, they can purchase Part A from the government as long as they meet certain conditions. One, they must have been a permanent resident for 5 years. Two, they have to have continuously resided in the United States for those 5 years. Three, they have to be 65 years or older.
And are you required to enroll in Medicare?
Yes and no. Some people are automatically enrolled, and if you start receiving Social Security at age 65, you will be automatically enrolled in Medicare. If you are not automatically enrolled and you do not enroll, nothing will happen until you decide you want to enroll. And at that time, you will be penalized with a fine. And this is really important for people to understand. You will need to pay that fine monthly for as long as you have Medicare coverage. So it can be quite large, and it is a percentage of the monthly premium based on the number of years you should have been enrolled when you first became eligible and did not. So I recommend that if you are eligible or think you are, you need to talk with an advisor so you aren't penalized later.
When you say an advisor, do you mean an attorney?
Actually, no. You could consult with an attorney, but there is usually a consultation fee. Medicare is very complicated, but there are free advisors in every state. Since it is run by the government and any private providers must be licensed to sell insurance, I would consult either CMS, that is the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services, or within your state. Each state has local volunteers to answer questions. You can find them at the website, this website that we'll post a link to. And if you scroll down, you can click on the button that says find your local ship, and you will see every state. When you click on the state that you live in, it will bring up contact information for the agency who can help you with that.
And then do you need to sign up for Medicare every year?
No, once you have enrolled, you're automatically re-enrolled. However, there is a time period every year called open enrollment, and during that time, you can make changes to your plan.
Can you sign up for Medicare at any time?
No, just like with other insurance, you can only sign up or change the plan you are on during certain time periods. When you are about to turn 65, you have 3 months before and after your birthday to sign up. But anytime after that, unless you have a qualifying event, you need to wait for the open enrollment period.
So if I'm understanding correctly, even if you have other insurance, like through a work or something like that, when you turn 65, you must sign up for Medicare.
That's right.
What about if you're in the U.S. part of the year and then you live in another country part of the year? Can you get coverage for when you are in the United States?
When you sign up for Medicare coverage, you must pay for it all year. It is not like temporary traveler's insurance that can be used to cover you for a few months.
And what about people who did not sign up when they were supposed to? You said that they can only sign up during open enrollment, right?
Yes, that's right. And that is usually from October 15 to December 7th every year.
When you sign up, does the coverage start right away?
Now, if you sign up within the 7 months before and after your 65th birthday, it will start either the first day of the month when you turn 65 or after you sign up. Otherwise, it usually will not start until the beginning of the next year. So if you sign up in November, it will start January 1st following that.
What about if you have a hard time understanding English? Can someone else call for you?
Not unless you have an authorization form. This could be a power of attorney form, which our office can help you with that. In United States, there is something called protected health information, and unless you give prior approval, no one else would be able to speak on your behalf so as to protect your private information.
And it may be helpful to remind people that this is not socialist medical coverage. There are still costs that you have to pay, right?
That's right. You will need to pay the premium every month, and that is a monthly cost. And then you will need to pay for the medical visits, either a copay or a percentage of the visit cost, depending on your plan. And this is nothing like socialist medical plans that people are used to in other countries. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate your likes and comments. And if you have any questions, please reach out to us, as we are always here to help. Thank you, and we'll see you soon.